donut shops because they can exchange the betting line for the day and talk about the various games that are going to take place during the day and talk to other bookmakers.
And then there are availabilities of phone booths such as this that they can come out and call their bettors from, take their betting action. Well, in a plaza, doing surveillance on a phone booth like this, we would try to blend our cars in with parked cars around, and we dress similar to the people in our environment, and just try to blend in with the background.
You can walk by a person, and many people walk by the people that are in phone booths, and if you're just one of them that blend in with a crowd, there's no notice taken of you, and at the same time you're gathering evidence.
This is the sort of evidence the police are looking for. These bits of paper are as close as the bookie comes to keeping records. They keep track of the customers, the point spreads, the game, and who owes who how much. They're also the right size to be eaten or flushed down the toilet if the police pay a visit.
We went to a man's home to discuss his bookmaking activities with him and to arrest him on bookmaking charges. He was in his house coat at the time, so he went in and got dressed, and as he was being taken to the police car, before he was put in the police car as a standard procedure, he was searched, and in the pants that he had just put on was this betting sheet outlining his bettors, his bottom line, and everything else, which was sort of cooperative of him.
When bookies get arrested, they try and find a lawyer who's sympathetic to their needs. They usually find David Newman.
For the most part, a bookmaker doesn't want you to defend him at his trial. A bookmaker wants you to strike the best deal for him, the fairest deal, so no one's antagonized, and so that he can go on living.
Does the penalty really fit the crime?
If it's a monetary penalty, then I think it definitely fits the crime. Most bookies are repeat offenders if they're around long enough. On a second offense, you must be sent to jail for a minimum of 14 days. On a third offense, you must be sent to jail for a minimum of 3 months. That may sound familiar to you because it's the precise wording that exists in the criminal code with respect to impaired driving and blowing over 80. The interesting part is that with respect to bookmaking, it really isn't enforced. That would lead me to believe, and I think correctly so, that society, the law enforcement officers, and the courts don't find that a bookie is nearly as dangerous as a drunk driver.
What is the relationship between the bookies and the police?
There is, I wouldn't call it a camaraderie, but there's almost a mutual respect. Police officers, to do their job properly, have to know what they're doing, and they become street people, just like the bookmakers. They really do.
They're aware that we're out there doing our job, and most bookmakers treat us as doing our job in trying to apprehend them, and there is never very much conflict between a bookmaker and the police at the time of arrest. It's generally a very, I wouldn't say friendly, but everybody respects everybody else.
They're there. They have to be there. They have to be there. But also the same as I have to be here, too. And as long as they're going to be there, I'm going to be here, too. And I just, you know, it goes with the territory, that's all. I mean, I don't feel that really that I'm doing anything really that great that they're going to ever have to worry about me, really. I mean, they're never going to have to worry about, you know, any heavy things, because that's, you know, that's not me. You know, I try to get by with, you know, the least amount of problems in life and enjoy myself to a certain degree, and not to hurt anybody, to get by. And,
what would happen now if the police came, knocked on the door and said, Johnny, your
under
number's up?
Well, I'd say, listen, let's go. Let's hurry up because I want to watch the 4 o'clock game.
Now you see them, now you don't. Public Optical, the leader in quality optical service for over 40 years, now reveals